Hi everyone, glad to see you here today. I'm Lulu Mumtaz Athallah with the ID number 140-122-4073. And now I'm going to explain to you guys about application of function on financial business, financial mathematics. First thing first, I'm going to explain to you guys about totals, total revenue, and profit. The profit a firm makes on its product is the difference between the amount it received from sales or its revenue and its cost. If X units are produced and sold, we can write the formula, which is P of X is equal to R of X minus C of X, where the P of X is profit from sale of X units, R of X is total revenue from sale of X units, and C of X is total cost of production and sale of X units. Okay, let's just make an little example from it. We got R of X is x power 2 plus 3x minus 10. And for the cost of x is 12x plus 100. We just call it into the equation x power 2 plus 3 of x, 3x minus 10 minus, open brackets, 12x plus 100, close brackets. We can just calculate the minus with 12x and 100. We got x power 2 plus 3x minus 10 minus 12x minus 100. So, in here we got x power 2 minus 9x minus 110. That's a quick example. In general, revenue is found by using the equation where the revenue is from price per unit times number of units. So, the cost is composed of two parts, fixed cost and variable cost. Fixed cost, which is FC, such as depreciation, rent, utilities, and so on, remain constant regardless of the number of units produced. And for VC or variable cost, are those directly related to the number of units produced. Okay, let's just move into example 2. We can see the question in here. Suppose a firm manufactures MP3 players and sells them for $50 each. The cost incurred in the production and sale of the MP3 players are $200,000 plus 10 cents for each player produced and sold. Write the profit function for the production and sale of X players. So, we got the total revenue for X MP3 is 50X, which is X and for the fixed costs are 200,000, and for the profit is players is 10x plus 200,000. So we can calculate this all into next for the example 2. This is the example 2. Let me read the question. The fixed costs incurred by a company are 50,000 rupiah, while the variable costs are shown by the equation variable costs equal to 200Q. Okay, so the question is show the total cost equation and the total cost curve. And for the B question is what is the total cost if the company produces 100 units of goods. So let's define it. For the fixed cost is 50,000 rupiah, and for the variable cost is 200Q. The question is A-nya TC, and for the B is TC when the Q is equal to 100. Okay, so let's just move into our answer. For the A answer is we're gonna find the TC or total cost. For the total cost, we find it from fixed cost plus variable cost, which is 50,000 plus 200Q. We make the bubble. This is Q and this TC. While the Q is 0, the TC is 5,000, and while the variable cost is 200Q. 200 for, yeah, 90,000 rupiah. Now we're gonna make the curve. This is 100, 200, 300, and this is 50, 70, and 90. For the Q is equal to 0, the TC is 50,000 here, and when the Q is 200, the TC is 90,000. You can make a line from it. So this is the TC equal to 50,000 plus 200Q. That is my explanation about application of function in financial business, mathematics finance. I hope you guys gain a knowledge about my material that I explained today. Thanks for watching and see you guys. Bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Faisal Chandra Ramadhan. I'm student from ICT 3 and today I want to talk about economic mathematics in the matter of differential. Okay, differential. Differential is quite similar with derivative, and there is two types of differential. The first one is general differential, and the second is partial differential. And the first, I want to talk about the general differential. Like an example, like there is a function of f, then x is 3, x quadrat 2, then 5x min 4. How to make it to differential? To make it to differential is simple. Put the 2 beside the 3. I'm sorry. And this minus 1. Then because the form of 5x is 5x point 1, this we make it 1. Because this 4 is constanta, we make it 0. Then 2. The result is 6x plus 5. We erase the x because we move it into beside 5. Then this is the result, 6x plus 5. And the application in question or in the mathematics economics is like this. If there is function of a cost q, then the value of MC, and the third is the value of C. Sorry, C. For the A, MC is differential of cost function. Then we put it Q. Put it, and then 3Q quadrat, then 6Q plus 4 plus 0. Then okay, this is the function of MC. I'm sorry, the question is the MC function. I forgot to put it in the question. And the second was define the value of MC. The value of MC, we put it like the second derivative of C function or cost function. MC, that is no. Then aduh, salah. Then after this we do differential again, then the answer is the 6q mean 6. So the function of marginal cost is 6q means 6. Then for the B, define the value of marginal cost. Marginal cost is 0. So 6q mean 6 equal to 0. Simple. Put 6q equals 6, then q equal with 1. So the value of marginal cost is only 1. And the third, find the value of C. Okay, C meaning is we just need to substitute it. Q P mean 3q quadrat plus 4q plus 4. Because we have find that the value of q only 1, substitute it. 1, 3. Point 3 plus 4 plus 4 8. Okay, this is the part of this is the example of the differential in economic mathematics application. Okay, the second is about differential total, or we have to make the partial of it. Put the example, there is a function 2. I'm sorry. Z equal to 5x3 12 how to make it into partial is how we have to define which is the point of x, which is the point of y. Zx is 5x because the x only in the 5 and 12, then is y is not included to the x. We have to forget about this one. 5x quadrat, then there is a y, but we erase the x, 12y. For the y is similar. Find which function there is a point of y. 12x mean only like this. Then so the point on the result was I'm sorry, for differential you have to put like this in the last. Then the last is equal z x plus z y. use the result. Okay, thank you for the time. I hope you understand my explanation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, my name is Ferdy, and today I'm going to explain about differential function. Okay, first of all, I'm going to show you an example. Okay, I have two lines with the slopes. We can agree that these two lines have different slope, though one is more upright than the other. To show the difference of these two slopes, there is a tool to measure called gradient. So if we add auxiliary lines like this, if we add the auxiliary lines, then the gradient is defined as the ratio of the height to base. So the formula for the gradient is delta y per delta x, or we can also call it like this, y2 minus y1 per x2 minus x1. Yes, this is the formula for the gradient. And for example, if I have a curve like this, a non-straight curve, and we call this fx, the gradient of each point is different. Now we can create a formula to determine the gradient of this function. First, we take a point of reference. For example, like this, we can add more point here. This is x, and this is x. This is another point, and then we can call it, this one is h. Okay, or we can call this x, and this is fx, and then we move far away to the right as we can, and then we have x. This is x plus h. Okay, and this one is f x plus h. Okay, so according to the gradient formula we took from the equation of the line earlier, we can formulate the gradient of this function as delta y per delta x function minus fx per h. But it would not be accurate because the delta x is not supposed to be big. It should be smaller, so we can change it into dy per dx equal to, we can limit the h fx plus h minus fx per h. Okay, now we can use this one as the formula because it would be more accurate if the x is smaller than the y. Okay, so with this, and I have another example. Show you. Okay, for another example, this. And then if fx is 3x power 2 plus 5, then what is the f accent x? Okay, and so how to do it? We can derive it into f accent x limit h 0 f x plus h minus fx h, and then we have to get it out from the column like this. Plus h power 2 plus 5 minus 3x power 2 minus 5 h, and then next step is to break it down even more. Power 2 plus 5 minus 3x power 2 minus 5. Okay, h, and then from here we can eliminate, so we are left with eliminate this, eliminate 5, eliminate 3x power 2 and eliminate 5, and then we are left with this 6hx plus 3h power 2, and so it will be so because the limit is close to 0, then therefore the result will be 6x. So to get the derivative, it could take some time. Now we can create a formula that we can use to derive a function, so we can get into the derivative. Okay, so for example, if I have this fx equal to x power n, and then what is fx and x is? Okay, so we can derive it like this. First, we put here f xn x equal to limit h to 0, and then x plus h power n minus x power n per h. And then after that we can break it down again. Minus x power n. h. And then from here we can eliminate again, eliminate the x power n, and yeah, we can eliminate these two. So we are left with this. Okay, so we put down below it, and x power n minus 1 plus power n minus 1 equal to, it will be n x power n minus 1, like that. So here will come, so the f x and x is hx power n minus 1, so like that. So this is the more complicated way. We can put it into application for like more simple version like this. So I have another example. If I have fx equal to 3x power 2 plus 5x. So to derive the power is multiplied to the front and then minus 1. So it will become like this. F x equal to 6x plus 5. So like that. This is the application to derive it in a more simple way. So that is all from me for the differential explanation. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Widiantyo Pinilih and you can call me Angger with name 140-122-4495. And today I'm gonna explain you all about matrix. So, first of all, before we got into the example and others, I'm gonna explain you about what is matrix. What is matrix? Matrix is a rectangular array of numbers, symbols, and expressions arranged in rows and columns. Rows is the one who goes like this. So this is the symbol of matrix, and there will be a row and a column. So if it's be an example of matrix, it will be A, B, C, D, E, F. So the one that goes down is row, and the one that goes horizontally is column. Okay. And first thing first, I'm gonna explain you about matrix operation. Okay, matrix operations can be added, subtracted, and multiplied. The addition and subtraction of matrices are performed element-wise, meaning that the corresponding elements of the matrices are added or subtracted. Matrix multiplication is a bit more complicated. The product of two matrices A and B is defined only if the number of columns of A is equal to the number of rows of B. The resulting matrix has the same number of rows as A and the same number of columns as B. So, matrix operations can be defined as plus, minus, and equations. Multiplications, I mean. So, The simple one is the added or subtracted, plus or minus. And now I'm gonna show you about, I'm gonna give you an example about the plus and minus the operations. So question number 1. If 3a min b is 5, 0, 1, 1 and b is 4, 2, 3, 5, then find the value of matrix A. Okay, so this is the following equation, and what you need to do is putting this all to the answer. So 3a min b and b so we're gonna change this into this. So here's the first simple equation that it's given, but there is still other way to do this. Because it's not, I cannot write this, so I have to erase it. So the equation will go like this. And we're gonna continue this into this. So okay, so the first column and first row will be getting plus by this and this into this and this into this and this into this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So if it's only adding equation, it's very simple because you just need to adding the first row and column to the first row and column, and second column first row to the second column first row, and so on. So it will be like this. And the 3 will go there, so it will be like this. And the result will be, and it will be divided by 3, all of them. So it will be 3, 1, 1, 2. So the A will be like this. And yeah, so this is the example of a matrix operation that is adding or plus. we're gonna move into the next material about matrix. So the other example or the other material of matrix is matrix diagonal and matrix zero. Matrix is not only the matrix equations, but there is more complicated or more several special types of matrices, including zero and diagonal matrices. So, diagonal matrices is a square matrix which all the elements outside of the main diagonal are zero. The main diagonal of a matrix is diagonal that runs from the top left corner to the bottom right corner. So, here is an example of 2.2 diagonal matrix. So, this is the 3004. As you can see, diagonal will be like this. So, the zero on the matrix must be diagonal. It can be like this too. 3, 0, or like this. 0, 3, 4, 3, 0, 5, 4, 0, 4, 2, 0, and so on. It must be diagonal or which like this or like this. So it must be diagonal. So and the other example of special matrices is zero matrices. A zero matrix is a matrix which all the elements are zero. A zero matrix can be of any size and all of its entries are zero, and here's the example of 3.30 matrices. So as I explained before, the zero matrix must be all zero. So if it's 3.30 matrices, it will be like this. So this is the zero matrices, 3.30 matrices. It could be any form of zero matrices. If it's 2.2, it will be like this. If it's 2.3, it will be like this. And you can make it in any form. Okay, I'm gonna explain you about properties of diagonal matrices and zero matrices. The first one is a diagonal matrix is a square matrix where every non-diagonal element has a value of 0. The second one is a square matrix whose entries on one side of the diagonal are 0 is a triangular matrix. If the entries below the diagonal are 0, it is an upper triangular matrix. If the entries above the diagonal are 0, it is a lower triangular matrix. So I'm gonna explain you the next material, the next example, but I forgot to explain about multiplication. So I'm gonna explain you the theory of multiplication on the matrix. I'm gonna use 2 times 2 matrix multiplication. So it will be like this: A1, C1, B1, D1, and multiply by A2, B2, C2, D2. So the equation will be like A1, A2 plus B1, C2, C1, A2 plus B1, C2. And the other one is A1, B2, B1, D2, C1, D2, D1, D2. So the first row will be equated by multiplied by this and B1 by this, and on this column it will be multiplied by the B2, and same goes as B1 multiplied by B2, and the bottom one will be multiplied by this, and in this column it will be multiplied by this and by this. So itu berapa menit?
2.
Ya udah. Tinggal thank you aja. So that's all from me about matrix. I hope it is useful for you guys on learning matrix. Thank you guys for watching.